Candice, Sister Minh Bao with Happy Catastrophe, and we're doing video 10, I think, of me converting my coloring book list inventory from this book to this book, and cleaning it up a bit and checking out our completed pages. And tonight we are doing Tatiana Bogema Stolova's Nice Little Town series, because I have a lot of those. She's one of my very favorite artists, and we're going to see just how much I need to be coloring in those. So here's the new one, here's the old one, and here I found this little envelope of stickers laying around that is just like handy little, you're falling. What in the world? The camera fell, but I saved you. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. So I have like these cute penguins, and there's all these little, here's some adorable summertime. Oh, this would be fun to use, wouldn't it? It's like things for the pool. Yeah, and here's some swimsuits. I don't know what I was saving these for, except maybe I just found them small. What is this? And thought they might work good for this journal. Oh, here's bigger swimsuits. Wish you were here. Maybe we could do a swimsuit themed one, a summery swimsuit themed one. Let's do that. Okay, so, is there anything else in here? No. Garbage. So, let's look and see. I think we need to start brand new no matter where we are on the page, because I have a lot of, yeah, perfect. Okay. So we ended with, last time we did all of my Lulubeos and then a few odds and ends. Thank you for folks reaching out to me wanting to do buddies. I'm excited. So let's decorate another spread. Okay. Let's get our washies. Yes, the one thing I usually forget to grab. And since we're gonna do fun summery colors, let's do something fun and summery. How about, I think I have something with like cherries or berries. I don't know what that is, but it looks like fun and summery. Oh, no. Here's something that actually has cherries on it. I think it'll work. Okay. So I am having quite the fun evening. I'm so glad you guys could join me. We had a thunderstorm. It was predicted, so we were all ready. No lightning, which is awesome because lightning starts fires, and we already have a bazillion fires. But rolling thunder for like 2 hours. I didn't even know that was possible. And then it rained, it just dumped rain. And so it really helped the forest fires in the area, and it helped my yard, my garden for sure. It's over now. Jack spent the entire time, plus a couple more hours, in the bathroom. He's not crazy about bangs and pops. He's a little exhausted now. He's over there sound asleep, so you may hear snoring eventually, because he's really tired. I put a bed in there so he was able to lay down, but he didn't relax much. I've got my favorite drink. Yes, ice cold well water with strawberries in it. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. Okay. And for our colored pens, I thought this time we would use this set, the Wildflower set, Thule Arts. That was a lovely gift from my friend Christy with Color with Christy. And how about this purple? Now, I don't know if all of these are activated. This is a brand new gift. I haven't used many of them, so here's one that isn't activated. So let's activate it together. It's always good to aerate them a little bit. Let the air out first. That's upright. Then you shake them. Whoa, you can't even hear the, there you go. Once you start hearing that little marble running around in there, mixing up the paint, that's good stuff. Nice. And then you want to, these usually prime pretty quickly. I've seen pump it, I've seen just hold it, so I kind of do an in-between. Yeah, here it comes. And then, beautiful. Juilliard's really are beautiful pins. So these are books. I still don't know why I'm doing that, because I have decided that I'm going to put PDFs grouped with authors, as you will see, because I do have a PDF book of Tatiana Bogema Stolova, and it's going to go here in order. But I don't have anything else to put in the title, so might as well. So we're going to start with my very first one that I have, go through all the numbered, and then do the one-offs. So let's put our stickers in. My fancy dancy reverse tweezers. Disney Megs and I have not had tweezer wars yet, but I'm ready. I don't know why I just did that. Let's put some cute stickers on the top. Now these are always really hard to start with your fingernail, with tweezers. It doesn't matter. They're very hard to start. And now you get to see that I so need to give myself a manicure too. I just, you know, when faced with, I have some extra time, do I want to give myself a manicure or color? Color always wins. Oh, you didn't get to see the magic peel. Dang it. I gotta remember to hold things right here. So let's put this one right here. It says vacation mode on it. Can you see that? It's cute. I want one of those swimsuits. Yeah, we could put a swimsuit there, I think. I think we could. Aha. Now, it's awful big, but it's fun. And it's see-through. So when am I ever going to use these stickers? Okay. Let's see. How many do we have of the swimsuits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we have enough. Perfect. Let's do swimsuits. That's fun. Kind of matches the Tatiana Bogema Stolova vibe. She's so, her drawings are just so cute. There's one that's got goggles, swim goggles with it too. 2, oh, let's do this blue and white striped one. Look at that. Fun. 3. Let's do this green one. I don't think I'd ever wear a swimsuit that color. 4. And let's do a red. That's beautiful, huh? I'd wear that. 5. Okay. Let's go down this side. Let's start with this nice dark blue one with a skirt. That is more 55-year-old me style. 1. Here's one that is striped and very strange. 2. How about this one let's see. Yeah, how about this one? It's a little bikini with pineapples on it. 4. Let's see, have we done the cherries? No. Here's one with cherries on it. It's actually really cute. Little tankini. 4. And then we don't have this purple bikini one. 5. Now that is fun. Now we're going to have to make more pages because I definitely have more than 5 Tatiana books, but we will do those in a second. All right. So we are starting with, I don't have 1 through 4. 1 through 4 were largely just the buildings with no mice in them. That was before she introduced the mice. So I don't have those, and won't be getting those. So I started with 4. And because I was late to the game, I started with, I have this book. This is 4 through 11. It's a compilation book. So what I just did was spent some time on YouTube looking at flip throughs, because one thing that Tatiana does not have is she does not have them numbered what book each one comes from. So Yolanda, I know you mentioned that this was a problem for you too. I did it. Yolanda from Coloring Biker Mama, she actually thought about counting, because she knows like there's 25 or 28 or how many ever pages in each book, and just counting and just making those the books. But I had a funny feeling about that. So instead I went the hard way. Let me get situated here. I went the hard way and I watched flip throughs and went page by page by page. And I'm glad I did, because I had some pages that were out of order. So like Nice Little Town 9, 2 or 3 of its pages are in a whole nother section. So it was good that I did that. And then I ended up with an extra page that I'm not sure what book it belongs to, or it might just be an extra page for this book. So I was glad I did that. So Yolanda, if you're watching, you can go along with me and you can label your book too. And any of you who have this collection book, I know quite a few of you do, pull it out and I'll tell you what books every page comes from. And yeah, we'll work together. Okay, so get you bigger. Get you bigger, get you bigger. Okay, let's first find... Now, the thing about this, what I did, and in my books, is I put 4 through 11 as one book. And realized later that that's kind of cheating, because books 4 through 11 is not one book. It's book 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I need to separate them out so that I know what I'm coloring in and what I'm not coloring in and what needs more love. So I'm going to find it in here to cross it off, because I know it's in here. And I'm glad I did that, because here it is. Here's all my nice little towns that I got at the same time. And Nice Little Town 4 through 11 has 3 colored pages in it, but who knows what books those are in, because I lumped it all together. So we're not going to do that. We're going to separate them out. Here we go. Okay. So it starts off with 4, of course. And I love this compilation book. It is very thick. People have asked me, does it lay flat? And I say, yes, it does. One difference is it does not have the black backgrounds, which I love. The paper, I think it's a little bit better. It's still Amazon printed, but it doesn't have the black back, so it doesn't feel like that newspapery stuff. So I'm not going to be able to get it quite all in to, here we go. So I put down at the bottom, this is from 4, so I can keep track. So this is, we're going to flip through 4 first. And isn't it adorable? I just love it when she started putting the mice in. All of them are a little bit themed. So 4 has a lot of interiors. I'm not going to switch them back and forth because that's just too much. There's a lot of interiors and a lot of homes still in 4, but this is where the mice start showing up. And she's got them doing different tasks and different jobs, but you're still seeing quite a bit of the village. But she has a lot of employment scenes in 4. This guy's painting his house. You know, they're all just sort of... I love this one, and I didn't realize this was in 4, and I'm definitely going to do this soon. My September's pretty full, though, now. So, and October is Halloween, so I probably am not going to do this for Halloween. But I'll get to it someday. And that's in 4. This is in 4. Look at the cherries hanging there. I love it. So a lot of interiors you're seeing inside their homes in 4, which is cool. I love it that she's closing her eyes while she flips the rug. Cute. There's an exterior scene. She's got a juice bar. It's cute. Aren't these great? I could color every single page, except these that don't have a mouse. There's so many just house pages that, like this one's interesting to me. There's light sources and things. I would color this one. So if they're really interesting, I would. This one, probably not. This is cool. It's got some light sources. There's a stove out there. That's interesting. We're still in 4. Here we're seeing into the interior of a house. I think, I've always wondered what he's doing in this one. I think he's trying to catch that bug, and this one is covering their eyes because they don't want to see it, but I don't know. It's just a butterfly, so I don't know. We're still in 4. This is a rather neat house. And the fact that it's at night with the stars and stuff. This would be a fun one to do. This is an observatory. We're still in 4. Another exterior. Oh, this is one of their pets. Yeah, there's a few landscape ones. This one's at night of just homes in the town. There's one with a water wheel and stuff. Oh, that's a different sort of mouse. These mice are a little bit different. How interesting. This is still 4. This is a winter scene. And that was the end of 4. So that's 4, Yolanda. 5 starts here with the mouse pack and the cherries. So that's 4, and I don't have anything colored in it. So let's write that in. Nice little town 4. And this is Tatiana. I'll just write out her name once and then I'll initial it the rest of the time. Tatiana Bogema Stolova. There's nothing. Okay. So now we're on to 5. 5 starts with the little mousey carrying the cherries, and this one here. You see a lot of summertime pictures in this one. I like it. You know, getting ice cream. This is a more close-up of that water wheel. Outside beating the rugs, cleaning the rugs. This is like springtime, spring cleaning, summertime. I love it when it shows the mice sleeping in a bed and there's fireflies for lights. I would enjoy this one. I like interiors. Flying kites. Ah, a nice Valentine's picture. I'm thinking about, I want to start tackling these books more, and I was thinking about coming up with prompts like boat, and you can look through all your pages, nice little town books, and find a boat and color it. I just haven't decided, like it seems like just one prompt a month. I don't want to do this weekly. That's too much for me. I've got a lot on my plate. I'm thinking maybe just 2 prompts a month. An object and an action, like boat, and then some action, swimming. They don't have to go together. Running, something. And then you can choose to do 2 pages or 1 page with both of them in it, or 1 page with just one of them in it, or whatever you want to do. But I like to do reels of people's finished pages at the end of the month. And I don't know if I have that bandwidth, especially with the algorithm that Instagram does. It's a lot more work. So it may be one of those things that I don't post a video compilation of everybody's videos, of everybody's pages. I don't know. I just started thinking about it tonight. Then I thought, well, I could just jump onto Yolanda's prompts, but I don't have all those Camelia Angelkova pages. She does the prompts in the Camelia Angelkova pages. I could just jump on that and use Nice Little Town Book instead and use her prompts. But I think that prompts would really help me get into this book because there's so many wonderful pages I can't decide. But if I was doing it for someone's prompt, and Olga Rani does prompts, which would be fun, but her prompts are every week and I can't keep up. I need it spaced out a little bit more than that. I don't have to do them every week, but I feel like I get behind. I get anxious. This one is neat. It's like a ball of yarn or something. Grass. We're still in 5. So you're seeing more mice and they're doing fun things, taking care of their homes. Was that the first time we've seen that beetle or the ladybug pet? It's like their dog. Now, I don't know. I have always loved this one with the hippie mouse there and her pad painting. I think it's great. We're still in 5. This one's landscape. This is great. Reading on the roof. I love this one with the books. It's like a library. She's adorable. 5 still. There's the ladybug again. We're all laying out. I've wanted to do this one. I wanted to make him sunburned. Very summery. Oh, look, they're camping out. It's like a scout camp out. There's a morel mushroom. Still 5. And this is 6. Okay. So 5 ends with the camp out, Yolanda, and the mushrooms. And then the first page of 6 is this one, where they're in the window. It's kind of this funky house. So that's the first page of 6. And again, nothing. This is very helpful for me because I didn't really have a grasp on how much I was coloring in these books. And now I do. Tatiana, Bogema, Stolova. And it's not a lot yet so far. Okay, 6. So here's 6. We've got some more houses. Sitting on a carrot. That's adorable. He's a little bit more bundled up. Maybe we're more in fall now, heading towards fall. Yeah, these guys are a little bit more bundled up. It's like going to school fall time. I love this, sir. It's like a little restaurant, a little tea house in a teapot. They're sitting in teacups. I think it's great. I've always loved this one. I love anything that shows someone resting. Resting is a big part of my life now, and that is so comforting to me. Yes. Many of you are reaching out to me. Let me get this better. I am fine. I know I've mentioned chronic health issues. I don't like to talk about it a lot because it's boring, and then it just gets people feeling sorry for me, and I don't want you to do that. I'm fine. I'm happy. My body has chronic health issues, that's not me. My body's not me. The Candice that is me, the Minh Bao that is me is joyful, especially when you come along in my living room and keep me company while I do this. There's another book that has him sit, and I actually colored that page, so we'll see it. It's not the same page, but it's very similar. But yeah. I have lots of issues that started when I was 16, but the one that causes me the most problem right now is ME/CFS, which is chronic fatigue syndrome, but caused by damage to the cells in the brain, and that was caused by COVID. So I'm learning some great new techniques of pacing, and it's really helped a lot. And I sleep a lot. This one, what's happening here? Is it like a barn raising, but they're lowering the roof, or are they raising the roof? They're building this house. It's cool. I don't know. And we're still in 6. I like this one a lot too. We've got extra things happening, and he's coming along looking awful cheeky. He's going to do something. I think he's going to come along with his hands and flip this rubber ducky, and he's going to go in the water. I love this outdoor shower one. I don't know why. I think it's just fantastic. Still in 6. I like to think he's coming home from school. Painting. There's several pages where they're painting the outside of their home, and I like this where he's painting these nice little patterns. Still in 6. See, this is another one that reminds me like we're end of summer. I think they're buying, like, these are beans. I bet these are blueberries. Cherries. Don't know. What a neat little store in her little Mary Jane shoes. Cute. Teaching the kids about cats. And they're all like, ooh. So here's school. Nice. And we're still in 6. Here's the backstage of a production they're doing. It looks like an opera. I think this is a neat perspective. Still in 6. I've always loved this one. Sitting in his rocket chair with all his books, and his house is sort of tucked in the books. And this is, I think, the cover of a book. Or it could be a painting. Actually, this is probably a frame, isn't it? So that's probably a painting. Still in 6. A lot of you have done this one. I love this one. This is another one that's on my radar. All these jars of creatures. I love it. This is still in 6. Again, another one resting and sleeping, and it just warms my heart. He has an indoor cushions too, but he's sleeping in his outdoor bed today. I love it. And this is 7, so even the line art's different. So this guy sleeping in the coffee tin is the last page in 6, Yolanda. And then we go to 7, and the first page is the pharmacy page for 7. So again, no colored in pages. Nice. Little town. 6. That's Tatiana, Bogema, Stolova, and nothing. Reckon my stats here, man. Reckon my percentages. All right, so this is a little bit lighter lines. She did this book in lighter lines. This is 7. There's a mousey running a pharmacy, saying hi to the mailman. See what I mean? I could never ever choose. So I think it'd be more fun to use this book as a, and all the books, but this book especially for me. Excuse me, it's late night. Using them for prompts, finding prompts and coloring them. That'll get me diving into this. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I just started thinking about it about an hour ago. I love seeing interiors like this. They're making moonshine. So I would say those are blueberries, and I would say these are apples, probably. Maybe. And they're making some berry and apple moonshine. I think this is sweet. She's sitting there having some tea and cookies. This is still 7. I don't know why she did lighter line art in this one, but it would be fun to try some different techniques with the lighter lines. I love this one. Saloon. Little cowboy mouse sitting down there. We're still in 7. That's a different sort of home with buttons in it. I love this clown. And all the cabbages. What a fun little picture. Do fun things with light sources and all of these. This one too. 7. Here's a little ladybug. I love this where they're like washing these fabrics. You could do so much with color here. 7. They're making pies, it looks like. Bakery. Here they're making the most elaborate cake ever. That would be fun. Fun to make that, to color that, all that icing and frosting stuff. Look at you dancing, she's so sweet. Still in 7. He's heading out to garden in his very plentiful garden with his happy little ladybug pet. This one's scary. Like, he can't watch and I can't either because he's crashing. This one's racing. They're doing a race, it looks like. But he's crashing and I don't know what's wrong with him, why he's so sad. Look, and I have some paint that came through, it looks like, because I did this. Okay, this is still 7. For some reason, I wrote 4 down here because I didn't know where I was in the book. But this is from 7, and this is one I did. This was a buddy with Disney Migs, I think. And it's very colorful. And it has some glitter in it, too, in various spots. It's a lot on this page. Now, as you can see, probably things bleed. Because in this paper, I use alcohol markers mostly, and they bleed, so you have to be careful. But this is alcohol markers and a lot of going over lines with acrylic paint pens. And if I remember, this is the first page I ever tried that out on. And I was just practicing, trying to see how it looked. And I kind of liked it. So this is from 7. But I need to be a lot more careful. Looks like I didn't put a blotter page when I came back to paint. I like to paint the edges to finish it off, but I made a mess out of it. I love this ice cream one. They're making ice cream. Here's another 7. I don't know what these things are, but it's like he's a sheep herder. But what are they? Like little caterpillars? And what are they eating? Little biscuits or something? I'm not exactly sure, but I kind of really like this one. And 7, this is a really fun one. He's in one of those old school diver suits with him pumping the air, and he's looking at these critters. These big, I think that is super. Of course, I always love pages where parts up above water and parts under. And that's the last page in 7. So Yolanda, this really fun one with him under water is the last page in 7. And then 8 starts here. Now 8 is steampunk, so it's pretty clear to see the difference. And the line weight, again, is a little bit different. So that was nice little town 7. Tatiana, Bogema, Stolova. And I have 1 done in there. Finally. Now I can go ahead and write this. Well, I don't think I have anything done. Steampunk's not my thing to color. So this one's a little bit harder for me to get into, which is why a prompt would make it easier. It's just a lot of metal. And metal is time consuming to do metal right. So, and it's a lot of houses. There isn't as many mice in this one. I like that. You know, but there's maybe just like a little mouse, but most of it is house. A lot of house. What is he looking at? Oh, he's looking at that caterpillar. He's peeking at a caterpillar. Some of these mice are afraid of bugs. Silly, silly. These are big pages too. These go all the way to the bottom. So fun. If you like to do metal, this one would be good for you if you like the steampunk look. And there are some differences. Like this is, I wouldn't say steampunk at all. It's totally out of place with the rest of it. I think this one's fun. It's like she's got, I love all the different elements and some of the Chinese elements to this. I love that there's a bathtub up there. I love that she's going in and watering plants in this like greenhouse type area. I think this one's interesting. But, you know, I would never color this one. It just seems too... This one's interesting. I might pick 1 or 2 to practice metal on, but then I wouldn't want to do any more. Because metal is hard. I like these with the darker lines. I think they're pretty cool looking. 8. We're still in 8. This little character, you often see his back. He's a traveling sort of guy. It looks like he's coming home or something. We're still in 8. I think this one's fun. It reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle. And then we get a couple scenes with mice, and I love these. Look at all those fun details to color. He's at the supply store packing up for a trip. We're still in 8. Here's a little cafe. You could even write a name of a cafe here. Here's our traveler, our steampunk traveler. He's loaded down with supplies and he's heading out. And here he is leaving town. And I think that's the end of 8. Yeah. So as our traveler leaves town and is heading to the seashore to catch a steampunk ship, that's the last page in 8. So we have 8, and I didn't do any. And that one's going to be a hard one for me to get into. But some of those last few with the mice, I would do those. And again, if I had prompts, you never know. So far I've only done 1 out of all these. It's kind of how it's because I haven't known how to tackle this giant book. But now that I have them separated out like this, and I'm using this to pick books to work out of, because I look through and I'm like, oh, there's nothing out of this one. So I'm doing a buddy with someone in this one for Space Timber. We're doing a space page. And I need to do something there, but I can just look through at a glance and see something that needs colored in. Oh, Annie Day's got a lot. You know, these are brand new, and these are all brand new, so that's why they don't have anything colored in them yet. But it's nice to be able to see where I can just, you know, I can look and see. Poor guys. You need some love. Now we're in 9, which is my favorite one. This is the one with the mermaids. This is called Atlantis. It's her 9th one in the Nice Little Town series. But if you're buying it separately, it's called Atlantis. It might have 9 in there somewhere. This is the one that's messed up in here, though. It's missing a couple pages, and they're towards the back. So that's why I couldn't do the counting method, because for some reason they printed it wrong. But all the pages are in here, which is nice. And I love this one. So here's some ones of just houses, but they happen to be underwater. So this is the village that's underwater, Atlantis. So just like the other books, it's showing you around the town a bit. And then we'll start getting into characters. Sea slug or something. But this is all underwater. And here's the first one I did, I think, in this whole book. And I was testing out all my supplies. So there's everything in here. Water-based markers, alcohol, acrylic markers. There might be some paint or something. I don't know. I must have done this one. This is like some sort of paint. I did this. And I was just trying different things. It was the first time I ever tried painting underwater and above water. There isn't much difference. I didn't really know how to do it, but I was trying different techniques, different things. I think it's a colorful, beautiful, fun page. But, you know, your eye doesn't know where to look. It's, you know, it's a page from a couple of years ago. So I was still learning. But I see so many of you get pages like this and you're like, oh, now I think I ruined the book. You didn't ruin the book. You're learning. It's great. And do what I always do. Turn the page. There's always another page to look at. You don't have to look at that one for very long. Just turn the page and start again. So that's 1 in 9. I think this one's so sweet. I think these pages are fun. And I would do the house pages in this one just because they're underwater and I like that. This one, looks like she's out spearfishing and that's her friend saying hi. I love this one. This is a house and I think this is a statue, some sort of decoration, I think, but I don't know if that is or not. I think you could make it. I think it would be fun to do that house. You see just the mermaid's tail, mermouse. Again, looks like a house yeah, there's a house up here. Here's another one I did. Okay, I was just talking to someone online who was afraid. They had a page that they really wanted to experiment with, but because it was a buddy color, they were afraid to and didn't want to. And I understand that you don't want to possibly, you know, mess up or do something that you don't particularly care for when it's with a buddy. But here's a prime example of me totally making something that I think is pretty ugly. And it was with a buddy that I very much admire. And someone who was pretty well known for their really good coloring. And their page was phenomenal. And there was a part of me that wanted to do a beautiful job and really impress her. Because it was the first time we buddied together. But I experimented and it didn't work out. I was having a very tired day that day, and I was just like, here's a pen, here's a pen, here's a pen. None of the colors were well thought out, and, you know, it's really a mess. But, you know, it's funny. I think it's funny. She admonished me for thinking it was ugly. She says there's no competition, that, you know, pages are what they are, and they're our expression and something we did, and right. I did this and it has a lot of issues, but I still look at it fondly. I spent a lot of time on this, but a lot of brainless time. My brain had clocked out and I was just grabbing things and putting color on page. So, it was fun. It was fun. But again, this is one where I'm going to just turn the page. So see, my favorite Tatiana book, and I'm experimenting in it, even with buddies. Don't be afraid to try new things. Otherwise, how do you grow? I think this one's neat. But that being said, I would like to get back into this book and do a page that I actually am proud of and really like. Since I haven't done that yet. Still in 9. I love this one. She's leaning out, looking at the fishies. There's a couple of mermouses there. Here's a mermouse there, decorating her home. Neat, huh? Oh, and that's where my 9 ends, but that's not where 9 ends. So, Yolanda, this won't, if your book is printed right, if it's printed like mine, this is the last page, and then you go to above ground again, and this is 10. But if not, I found the other 9 pages, and they are in a weird spot. They are kind of stuck between 10 and 11 back here. So you should have this page as well. This is also 9. There's a mermouse, it's underwater. And you should have this page. That's also 9. And then I think there's a 3rd page, but you at least should have those 2. So wherever your 9 ends, they're all underwater. So if it's underwater with mermouses or mermouse houses is 9. This is the first page of 10 with her sitting outside having tea with the lights and the little bugs. So I did 2 in 9. We're starting over here. Nice little town. Tatiana, Bogema, Stolova, and we've done 2. Okay. And now it's 10. So 10 starts with her having tea. So here's the first page. Yep, and she's got some lights out. It's a really pretty outdoor scene. And this one also reminds me of fall, like we're getting into fall here. Doing some home repair, falling asleep while fishing. I love this one. I absolutely think this is adorable, and I want to do this one. I'd like to do it with like a sunset or a sunrise. I actually don't really know what's the difference in coloring, so. More home repair stuff, and someone coming home for the day. She's doing her yoga. They're both doing yoga. I had always seen her, but had never seen her up here with a butterfly on her tail. First time I've seen that. So there's a lot of exercise in this one, which is fun, and hobbies. Another just house, but you're starting to see falls type stuff this summer. You're seeing acorns and mushrooms. It's not so much summer. They're wearing pants and long sleeves. So I really think this is more like fall and school time. Although here they're jumping into the little water. So, but you do see a lot more like mushrooms and acorns than you start seeing here. I love it that he's painting a mandala. So all of those of you that are good with mandalas, you can actually color a mouse painting a mandala on their house. See, it just looks like, we're doing some harvesting and we're in more cooler clothes. Still in 10. I think this one's great. She's doing a little tightrope walking for all of her friends watching. Singing. Playing basketball. Still 10. She's airing out some linens and looking away because of dust. I love that. She's got a whole basket full here. And he's up there with his books. This is like school time now, I love this house with the lure. The different lures, the fishing things. And see, here we're seeing mushrooms. There's strawberries here. Looks like they've collected some berries and they're hanging them up to dry, maybe. It's a neat home. Family dinner. A picnic where they're playing bocce ball or something. Still in 10. I love it when I see them relaxing and reading. This one has roses on them. Practicing their circus arts. Yeehaw! He's riding a bucking grasshopper. That's a lot of fun. That's 10. Now these are my extras for 9 that are just back here. So this is 9 and 9. So 11 starts here with an air balloon. So that's where 11 starts. And the last page of 10 is here with the bucking grasshopper. So I don't have anything done in 10. Nice little town. Oh, wait, I didn't write that this was 9. This is 10. TBS. Okay, you guys probably saw that or waiting for me to do that. Okay, and so now we're in 11, which is the last one in this compilation book. Well, I got to get past my extra 9s. Here's the first page of 11. This is an air balloon. Looks like he's packing it up, getting ready to go fly. This house has a globe on it. Whee! He doesn't look like he's very happy, but he's thrilled. Evan Rude from The Rescuers. And you'll see more different animals in 11. Animals that aren't pets, animals that they're actually having conversations with. It's like this little traveling mouse is meeting other creatures. There's a lot more travel, like they're in other countries or whatever. So here's some types of caterpillars you haven't seen before. And, you know, there's a lot more travel in this one. There's just some more homes, but they're different than what we've seen before. Laying out in the sunshine again. Garage. It's the first garage we've seen. This one's a little steampunky, isn't it? He's just watching these. There's a lot of flying happening in here and travel. I love this. It's the interior of a submarine, and there's someone down there sleeping in the coziest looking bed. And an underwater, above water one. Love it. Here's where he's going down in a submarine to see his buddy who lives in a home that happens to be underwater, but they're not mermouses. They're regular mice. They just live in this underwater home. And here's a weird looking fish. I think this is a fun one. Have so much fun with glass and light sourcing. I think Jack just farted. Here's our little traveling mouse. Here he is going through the forest. Little creatures. Pooh, Jack. Ugh. Using a little bug to carry some vegetables. Looks like it's in a different town, doesn't it? This one's fun. An audience of 1 for a puppet show. Or maybe this is like one of those conductors, you know, an orchestra where they're kind of down and they have like, they always have something over the back of them so they can't be seen, and he's conducting the puppet show. I don't know. It's cute. Riding on a train. First train we've seen, I think. Doing some more yoga. Just happens to be in a jar. Tatiana's nod to the jar craze. These look like Mexican mice. They're down in Mexico with their bananas, their plantains and stuff. So it's almost like this is more of a travel one. Here's a different type of town. Gypsy fortune teller. Fantastic. Frodo. Just traveling, looking at different things. I think this is gorgeous. This reminds me of where I live. Now this one, I don't know what book this is from. This is an extra page. So, I don't know, Yolanda, do you have this one? I put 9 at the bottom. I know I put a question mark at the bottom of it. I went back through and watched the flip through of 9 again, the Atlantis, and this isn't in it. So, is this an extra page that shows a little bit of everything? Like there's the steampunk and the mermice and, you know, someone, a baker. And is it just showing a little bit of everything? Is it an extra page? I don't know. But I didn't see it in any of these books. So, and that's it. So I had none in 11 either. Nice. Little Town 11 TBS. Okay. So that's it out of this book. Yay. That feels really good. Because that was a big chore because I had to do a lot of research on that one. So then after that, I started buying them individually like this because I was caught up and I was buying them as they were coming out. So this is 12, which is the Circus one. And I think it was on that page. No. It was one that I bought. There it is. It says that I've done one in it. That would be grand. I think I'd have. So Nice Little Town 12, the Circus one. Now, I bought this before I knew, but all of her books are available on her Etsy store, Bogema Books, and I'll put it across here, Bogema Books. And they're super cheap, and then you can print them out on your own, on better paper. I didn't know that until 15, and so now I buy them PDF. I don't get them like this anymore. But I was still getting them, and this was last year, mid-year last year. Now this is the Circus one. I have seen this one done so beautifully. The artist did it as if it was all dark, and the only light was coming from here, so it was like backlighting this mouse. It was just gorgeous. This is a really, really fun book. Because it's circus acts, it's a lot of the mice and the interior of the circuits, like clown bloomers drawing. So there's a lot going on in this book. And a lot more scenes and stories being told. So they're very interesting. I find this book super interesting. A clown. But I haven't gotten into it much. I mean, one page. So I definitely think prompts would help me tackle my gigantic collection of Tatiana Bogema Stolova. My auto buys of these because I just love them. Here's the one I did. This was a Disney Meg, I think. This was a buddy. I'm saying Disney Meg. I think it was. Because I remember my buddy did their balloons so well. This is my first time trying to color balloons. Some of them look okay. Some of them, like, what was I thinking with that color? I don't know. But again, this is all alcohol markers with acrylic paint pen trying to go over lines to make things look like balloons and white marks and stuff. I remember saying it looked like my balloon man got hit by a flock of birds flying over. It still does look like that to me looking at it now. I do love the colors of his outfit. I do love the colors in this. But it does look like I got bird poop on all my balloons. I'm still working on that technique. So there's one. Oh, that's cute. So many opportunities for light, for glass, for what is he shouting about? He's enjoying his lunch. I don't know what he's shouting about. The show must go on. There's lots of other critters in here. So this is a really different book compared to the others. It's going to jump into this. There's just a lot going on in these pages, and it's really fun. I love this book. Here's one of the mermaids. See some of the same characters. That's great. Yay! I see lots of bright colors in this book. See, here's a whole new creature. Just different things to color than are in all the other books. Oh, I love this. I used to ride in those. Loved them. All they do is rock back and forth for a quarter, but they were still fun. Here's Big Top. And so that's 12. So in 12 I have one. The circus one. Nice. Little town. 12. I have one. Tatiana, Bogema, Stolova. Okay, so that's separate. Then I have 13. And 13, I don't think has a specific theme. It's in here, nice little town. 13 says I have one. That was the last in this series, I think. Is there a 14? So here's 13. This is the one I did. This is the one I was thinking of. Oh, that's nothing like that other one. Where he's looking through his telescope at the stars. This was a buddy. I remember my buddy did it more like it was daytime. And I did it like it was sunset or something. Working on my gradient. Not working so great. This would be Distress ink, I'm sure. Put on with a blender. Alcohol marker for the rest. Yeah, it looks like it. I remember liking this page, having a lot of fun doing it. I was just starting to play with things that glowed and things. So, it's not quite there, but again, these pages don't take that long, and they take longer than a matchstick mouse for sure. This took me a few days, but it was really fun, and I had the opportunity to try, glass and everything. So that's one. That might be the only one that's done in here. What is he doing? Did you just hear that? It was like a bark. That's a fox. Maybe they'll do it again. He's like got a little doghouse for his little ladybug. Cooking outside. Gosh, I haven't looked through this in forever. I don't remember any of these pages. Oh, that's a fun one. I love this one. It's like they have an aquarium in their home, and their aquarium is a mason jar with an actual true-to-life size goldfish in it. I want to do this one. Some lights hanging back here, and then the bed's up there. You can do a lot of fun stuff with lights here. She does like her houses, doesn't she? I like this one where they're feeding the turtles. I remember seeing this one. But see, I probably wouldn't color this. These house ones. They're just a house. There's too many of them. This one's awesome. It's like the barn where they have all these little wormy things. There's livestock. That's kind of fun. He's like saying howdy do to the frog. That's the first time I think we've seen a frog. Well, no, we saw one in the circus book. We saw a big toad. And he's going for a walk. That's pretty. Oh, I remember this one. I remember liking it. This is a cool house. Although it's metal, it's cool. It's like a fish, and he's out here fishing off of his little dock. I think this one's really neat. And I like, of course, I like anything that's a storefront. I think those are fun. I love the interiors. I love their comfy beds. I must be about ready for bed. I'm starting to list to one side, and I'm looking longingly at these pictures with beds. That's some more of a cooler one. I like it. Aww. Oh, how fun. Giving him a bath. Look at him. Ooh. Oh, that one's funny. And I love how they have like lights. Their lights are like lightning bugs. Oh my gosh. It's adorable. Oh, there's a winter scene one. It's cute. I like that. That's so cozy. Backed up with a summertime one. And that's all of 13. So I had, wait, did I have, yeah, I had one done in 13. Okay. All right. That's excellent. Okay, I have, what do I have left? For a nice little town. Can I make it? Yeah, I want to finish them. I think I have 3 more. No, I have quite a few more. You know what? I am done though with the series of nice little towns, except there's 15. Let me check to see if I have 14. Hold on. So, I think I'm going to wait till my next, I'm going to end this video here. I'm a little tired. And I found out that I don't have 14. So I'm going to look through, flip through 14 and see why I don't. But we're going to start here on this side with 15. And then I have a couple Christmases and a Halloween. And we'll put those in here. And then I have some of her, and then I'm out of the nice little town, and we're into a couple of other books that weren't nice little towns of hers. So then we'll get all of Tatiana Bogema Stolova in the book. So we'll start there for the next video, and that'll be the beginning of it. Then that's about this 1, 2, 3, 4. There's probably 5 or 6 more books I have of hers, and then we'll fill out this with some other books that I've got laying here. So we'll have a good time. So thank you so much. That was a huge endeavor, and I love it that we have 4 through 11 broken up now. So now I can see where the holes are. Love it. All right. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining me on this journey. Bye-bye.